What's up, Bravo? It's Piats, and I am so excited to be making this video because we can finally give you our platoon draft for Rise of the Empire territory battles. We were trying to wait until everybody was either ready. Took a little while, but we're 50 for 50, and we're excited to move on into more platoons or operations, as they're called in this territory battle. Some of us who had Riva early, or had Grand Inquisitor early, already got a jump start on some of this, and so some people already have their selections made, but this is going out for all the people who don't already have assignments directly from me. What I'm going to need you to do is the link will be attached to this video. I'm also going to send it out on Discord, and for all of you who inevitably forget to look in all those places, just ask. I will keep sending it out. What I want you to do is you're going to go into the Google Drive I have set up. It's a folder for AC Bravo. Very straightforward. You're going to go into ROTE Platoons, and you're going to open up this draft. Now, what I don't want you to do, and I cannot stress this enough, do not edit this document. Okay? Don't edit this one. This is the template for everybody. What I want you to do from here is save a copy. You're going to make a copy, and you're going to put your name. Piats, your in-game name. Draft. Right? And you're going to save it in ROTE Platoons. All right, it should be right there. Not a problem. Here, make a copy. Now, in this copy is where I want you to actually put everything. All right, so you're going to fill out every single one of these boxes that it has a drop-down option. You will not be required to do 8 of every relic. It's okay. What I'm asking you to do is to make selections of tunes that you would want to or already have and are just willing to place. Basically, you're going to be responsible to get these characters up to relics as fast as possible, and you're going to be platooning them every single territory battle. We're going to count on you specifically to make sure this happens. So you'll go up here, you'll put Piats 1019, that's the in-game name, and you're going to go and you're going to make a bunch of choices for Relic 5. Let's say you want to go for Dr. Afra, right? You're willing to do BT1, and you're willing to do Trip. This is you saying, you know what? I've been wanting to go for Afra. This is a good excuse. I'll go ahead and platoon them. But you know what? You also have C-3PO, and you're happy to handle that for everybody, and you don't even have to bother to over-relic it. And you also, you know, you've been wanting to work on Jawas. And what's an H? Oh, yeah. Yoda. And how about a weird one? And nope. Sure. Now, this is great, but here's what's important. You're also going to be selecting Relic 6 and Relic 7s, ones that you're willing to take to there. What I don't want you to do is to also put Darth Sidious here and put Canderous Ordo here and put Ugnaught here. I want you to pick different characters. The reason being is if you put under Relic 7, if you go ahead and put Commander Tano, right? You've been wanting an excuse to take her to Relic 7. This is, you just want to get it done anyway, and you'll be able to help the guild with it. If I assign you this, I am also going to have you place it as a Relic 6 and maybe a Relic 5, depending on how many we need at each level. I don't want to have, 40 people have to Relic a Tano and platoon it when we really only need 8 people to do it. So if you put it in 7, don't put it in the other ones, right? So you're going to go through and you're going to select whoever is there, whoever you're thinking about, and you've always just, you love that little Ugnaught, whatever it is. Then you're going to pick some ships. I want you to pick a capital ship in here. Everybody's going to try to avoid it. Pick a capital ship. All right? Don't just pick home one either. Like, pick Executor. Pick a Profundity. Leviathan won't be in there, but you can pick an Executrix or a Chimera or a Malevolence, a Negotiator, a useful ship. But if you're going to place Executor, go ahead, place the other Bounty Hunter ships. Place Houndstooth. Place Razor Crest, right? If you're chasing Executor, help us out. Just burn a fleet. Light it on fire. The other thing that I have to ask, please make one of your Relic 7s a Galactic Legend. There are a lot of Galactic Legends needed, and unfortunately, we're all going to have to place a Galactic Legend at some point, most likely. So just go ahead, make sure one of your Relic 7s is a Galactic Legend. Whether it be Rey, it can be Supreme Leader Kylo Ren, there's Jedi Master Luke, Kenobi, Eternal, and of course, last and most notably least, Lord Vader. You will not see a Jabba on here, and you won't see a Leia. The newer tunes are not going to be added to platoons except for bonus zones. They haven't guaranteed that. What they have said is they won't change the existing platoons at all. So whatever you pick, you're picking to help us out for a long time. So anyway, this is what you're going to do. And you're save it, right? Thank you for this, and you can get out of it. This is unchanged. So now when I go in here, just take this, right? This one that you made, click and drag it, bring it to saved, all right? All this does for me is this means that this right here is open for everybody to keep going in and out of. This is fully editable to everybody. It's not a problem. I don't want to have to keep rebuilding it. If I see your name in there and a bunch of selections, I'm going to whine so much on Discord. Please don't make me bitch at you. Just put it in there. And then I can very easily go in, see everyone who's done it. As I assign it, I'll delete it so that'll be my note to myself. But I will have that pinned in Discord in our DMs of your full assignments. I will have it on all of my spreadsheets, and you will start to be assigned it by Echo Base or Hot Utils, whichever one we end up finding easier. So eventually we're going to be able to place at the start of every phase the same way we do territory war defense. Just hit place, go ahead. This is going to go a long way in us being able to hit 30 stars and beyond. The other thing that's in here for you, in AC Bravo, this whole folder is just stuff that I can give to you. I built a little farm guide for you. This is, again, please don't save in this. This is a template for everybody. What I did, if you've seen this is an interactive map for Rise of the Empire where it gives you every planet breakdown, including things like points needed for each star. But it also, if you click on an individual planet, it will bring up every mission, right? And so right here, it's Empire. They will give you preferred teams and ways to make it work. Now, if Bit Dynasty or somebody who helped make this has a video of it working, they'll actually put a little YouTube link there. Very nice. This, if they put it down here, is something that they thought might work. Could work with some good RNG, but it's not super consistent. But as you go through, you'll see. Running it with C, right? Don't want it in the leader because on Dathomir, you want to make sure you can get some revives. With SLKR, if you want to run a Trench Separatist, where thank God he's finally useful somewhere. And then they give you star requirements. It also gives all of our operations. So this is a very nice map, very useful to you guys. All you have to do is search ROTE interactive map Swigo. It'll pop right up. But what I did was I made this a little easier for everybody because I'm not sure how much all of you are into spreadsheets or good at making them. What I wanted to do was build something so if you think to yourself, I really want out the guild in territory battles, but I don't really know what's left or what's next to do. Here are some teams that are useful. Here's all the GL squads, right? You have First Order, your Whiny Baby team, Salacious Crumbs team, your 2 Jedis. I will add Leia's soon. I didn't put that in yet. And then just some backbone teams and some must-have, some Inquisitors, which you all already have. So you could put yeses here. Sexy Indiana Jones, the Mantis crew, which will be important later for trying to get to Zepho. The Love Triangle, which becomes really useful in Phase 2 planets. And then the fleets. There's really only 4 fleets that are useful. In Phase 1, you can get away with Galactic Republic, you can get away with Home 1, but that goes away instantly in Phase 2. You need to have some of these GL ships. Executor is so vital on that neutral pathway. Profundity, so vital on the light side path. Executrix with Scythe, TIE Defender, and TIE Interceptor is really important for the Mustafar mission. Leviathan, right now in its current state, is not useful in territory battles. It is the closest we've gotten to being able to beat Geonosis, but it still doesn't completely work. There is going to be another Leviathan rework, so hopefully then. Anyway, the goal is that when you get here, you can type yes, and it'll go green for you. So once a team is ready, you can type yes on it for you, right? And you're good to go. And you can just see what kind of progress you have. Maybe you've been farming Afra, and you've got Trip, and you've got BT1, and you've got Vader. But you don't have IG-88 yet, or you don't have whatever other scoundrel or droid that you're looking for. You know what you need to farm before you get Dr. Afra up and running. It also has a little program in here for, let's say, Bosk is at Relic 7, right? The idea was that how I run my personal one is if it's Relic 7, it's ready to go. But let's say Fennec is only Relic 5, so she only works in some planets. If you type 12, it will do a maybe. It'll do a yellow, so Jango Fett, right? Most of you have him at 7 for Kenobi. But Mando, you only have Relic 5. In Grief, you only have Relic 5, so there's your Bounty Hunter teams. That means it works in some areas of territory battles, but it won't work everywhere. I also put a spot for your platoons. So when I assign you your Relic 5s, put them in here. And when you're done, you know you're done. You can use this sheet as a nice little farming guide for yourself. I also added every planet. So I went on the interactive map. I've also done a ton of research, way more than my wife ever wanted me to do. And I took a lot of research from the guild as well on best teams for certain missions. So on Mustafar, there's obviously the Lord Vader mission. You have to use him. Empire works really well. Sometimes you get unlucky with Droideka just eliminating everybody. But if your speeds are right and you can add a good 5th tank in there with all your Empire, this is a team that can roll. First Order can generally handle that Geonosians one pretty well. This is the lineup you want for that Executrix, right? We talked about you need Scythe, Defender, and Interceptor to really consistently work. But then I put over here, these are teams that can work. They don't work for everybody. They require great relics or great RNG. Troopers, as long as you have a buff dispel, it can work. But they're also pretty flimsy. And if the B2 gets going and Droideka assists, they'll eliminate everybody too quick. Inquisitors can almost always get through one phase, but really struggle getting through that second wave. Sith, I don't have great luck with. A few people in the guild have great luck with, so it's in that can work category. Coruscant, for the Jedi mission, here's what you're looking for that Galactic Republic special mission, right? Here's that weird, if you're going to get Kit Fisto up and running, you can help again. Rey helps a lot. The Padme with Cat is a territory battle god tier. She will always seem to be good in territory battle. And then the Profundity is obviously the best lineup since it requires the Outrider. But what can work is Negotiator with Outrider. As those top 3 as you're starting. And if you just manage that marked pretty well, it's not too bad. Same with the Home 1 ship. If you're managing the mark, it's not too bad. The other one that can work, Gas, generally I can get through a phase or one wave. Don't really know. Getting through that second wave can get dicey, but that's another just chem work team. And as we go further up here, Tatooine, right? The Inquisitors, obviously for the Reva mission. The Jabba mission has to be the Jabba team. The 501st, especially with Kenobi, if you have an extra light side, putting replacing one of these two guys with Jedi Master Kenobi, easy 2-wave win. The Bounty Hunters for that Fennec mission, fairly easy. The Executor team that rolls. But the other ones that can work, if you can manage your debuffs, CLS works. The Book of Boba cosplay team, right? That also works for the Fennec mission as long as you're managing the debuffs. Galactic Republic, I've seen a lot of people make it work. I haven't made it work very consistently, but I can generally at least get away with. So I tried to break it down for you guys so you can go planet by planet. If you're struggling on Braca, go to the Braca tab, see what's here, what works, what doesn't, what do you have, what don't you have, and kind of be able to plan out your own roster. Again, please don't edit this one and leave it right here. If you want this and you want to make your own farming guide for yourself, please, I want you to do that. Just save it to your own drive. Send it to yourself, whatever you want. It's yours to share. This is just an open thing for you guys. So anyway, I love you. Good luck. Bravo forever, bitches.